So this is Winterbloom. According to my treatment log, I've been here before. I have no memory of that visit, of course, and yet I am at ease here.
It can't be. Castti! Castti, is that you?
What's all this ruckus?
She's back! Miss Castti is back!
Castti? No kidding?
Welcome back, dear. We were all hoping to see your face around here again.
Excuse me, but you recognize me?
Huh? What are you saying? How could I forget you after all you did for us?
Oh, forgive me, but I have lost my memories. I came here in hopes of finding something that would jog my memory.
Well, we'd all be happy to talk your ear off if it helps.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Just say the word, Miss Castti. I'd be happy to chat for hours.
Though, come to think of it, Lady Rosa was the one closest to you.
Rosa.
She's ruler of these lands. You'll find her in her manor in the northwest town.
Thank you for all your help. I'll go see her at once.
Oh my! If it isn't Castti!
This person seems to recognize me as well. I apologize for the sudden intrusion, but I would like to request an audience with Lady Rosa.
Word of your coming has already reached us. This way, please.
Castti, good to see.
Please be at ease, Lady Rosa.
Just Rosa will do. No need for formality between old friends. So it's true. You really don't remember.
There's time for that later. You need medicine.
No need. I already have some. This is the medicine you prepared for me.
It is?
Dozens of apothecaries saw me before you came. They all declared me incurable, lost cause. But you were different. I owe my life to your fortitude and skill.
Oh, I'm glad to hear I was able to help you. Would you allow me to examine you? The medicine appears to be slowing the disease's progress, but your entire body is showing signs of mild paralysis. At this rate, you won't last another month.
I'm aware. Only a few grains of sand remain in my hourglass. Yet, I wish to live just a little longer.
Rosa.
Mother, I brought your medicine. Castti? It's me, Malia! It's been so long! I've gathered balm leaves from the herb garden every day, just like you told me.
Garden? What garden?
The one you planted for us, for Mother.
A garden. With the right herbs, I may be able to craft a special elixir for Rosa. Would you show me to this garden of yours?
It would be my pleasure. The garden is to the house. I'll go ahead and unlock it.
Rest easy, Rosa. I'll be back soon.
Castti, how is Lady Rosa?
I won't mince words. She doesn't have long. Nevertheless, she's fighting with all her strength to hold on.
Lady Rosa suffers for the sake of her family and her legacy. Malia is still a mere child of 11 years. In the laws of our land, she cannot inherit her mother's estate until she is 12. If the lady perishes before her daughter comes of age, her lands and her title will pass to her next nearest kin.
So Rosa wants to pass on her estate to Malia. That's why she's so desperate. I'll do everything I can for her. I promise you. I'll see that Rosa's hopes do not crumble around her. These plants are well tended.
I've taken care of them every day, Castti, just like you taught me.
You're such a good daughter, Malia.
Thanks.
May I take some cuttings? I need them to mix an elixir for your mother.
Help yourself.
Rosa is growing weaker by the moment. Before long, she'll be completely paralyzed. But I know just the thing for her. Scalebark leaf, snowgrass. Can't forget the bloodberry. You can never have enough bloodberries. I should ask Malia where they are. Thank you. There, that should do it. Thank you, Malia.
Hey, Castti? Is Mother... is she gonna die?
I won't lie to you, Malia. I'm sorry.
No, it's all right. Thanks for being honest. I've been with her all this time and watched her getting weaker. I expected this. Even after she became bedridden, she still put our town above all else. I want to follow in her footsteps. I want her to know her spirit will live on in me. Why do I have to wait until I'm 12? Oh, rats. I shouldn't have wasted your time while Mother still needs you.
It's all right, Malia. And I promise you, I'll do everything in my power to see your wish comes true. Come on. Your mother is waiting.
Greg, what are you doing here?
Is that a new way to treat a guest? I'm here to see how our dear sickly Rosa's doing. Bad cough, huh? You don't look so good. Worse than the last time I came by. Why not just die already? Don't worry, I'll look after your lands and... Huh? Who in the hells are you?
It's Castti. Don't you recognize her?
Castti? Oh, yes. That healer, one of those heirs apothecaries. You've wasted your time here. Rosa's going to bite it, and there's nothing you can...
Enough! I will not permit you to insult our guest, Greg.
Hey, no need to get all snippy. All I'm saying is...
If you have something to say, you'll address it to me. I am the lady of this house.
Ugh. Fine. I've had my fill of this place for today anyway. Speaking of which, I'm a guest in your house too. You can at least see me to the door.
Very well. If you'll follow me.
Lady Malia, are you sure?
Of course. I shall handle this.
Damn. Why'd that healer have to show up now?
I am sorry you had to see that. Greg is my nephew. He's not a bad man. He simply wants to change this town for the better. Yet, he is too hasty. He plans to force his vision upon the people, and in his hurry to help, ignores their needs.
So that's why you're so desperate to have Malia inherit your title.
Forgive me, but I think I need to rest now.
Rosa, I've made an elixir for you. It should ease your pain. Here, drink deep.
Thank you, Castti. I'm already feeling better.
I recommend you get some rest. Sleep will aid the medicine in its work.
You haven't changed one whit, Castti. What was it that you always said? Ah, yes. I only wish to extend a helping hand to all in need. Even without your memories, you are still the same old Castti.
Rosa.
Castti, if I may have a word. I found this out front.
A letter?
Apothecary, we have Malia. If you ever want to see her again, come to the tavern in the Thieves' Quarter. Alone.
Malia.
I've searched the whole manor and there's no sign of her anywhere. Oh dear. Oh dear. What will I tell Lady Rosa?
Where is the tavern they spoke of in the letter?
On the north side of town. But the Thieves' Quarter is too dangerous. People get robbed there. You can't mean to...
I do. I intend to rescue her.
But...
Stay with Rosa and don't worry about me. I can take care of myself.
Castti...
Malia.
Now, not another step.
What have you done to Malia?
Oh, don't worry about her. I'm a pacifist at heart. I gave her a little something to put her to sleep.
What do you hope to gain by this treachery?
Oh, that's easy. I want you to stop ministering to Rosa and get out of my town.
You want that title that badly?
I'm a visionary. I'm going to turn this backwater burg into a thriving metropolis, like Clockbank. But that fool Rosa is too stuck in the past to see the future. Eventually, I started thinking I could do a better job than her. I could change this town.
You would pressure her now, when she's battling a mortal illness?
It's for her own good. She should give the town to me and retire so she can focus on recuperating. I've almost got her convinced, but you're going to ruin all my hard work. Don't make this harder than it needs to be. Leave, and I promise I'll send Malia home.
Ugh. Blah, blah, blah. Could you shut up already? Let's get to the point. You want this busybody gone, right? There's an easier way to make her disappear.
Hold on. What are you planning?
Depends on what she values more. Her money or her life.
Stop! I hired you to stand there and look menacing, nothing more.
If you walk out that door right now, I'll pretend like none of this ever happened.
Mick! Mac!
Yeah, boss?
Little Miss Tough Girl here's on her way out of town. Show her the boot and take her purse for the trouble.
I'm coming, Malia.
Here we go!
Calculations complete. Now it begins. Know the depth of my skill.
What to do, what to do. Use this to
Back on my feet. Thinking time. I call upon the miracle of peace.
Thank you.
Now it begins. Choose your next move wisely.
My turn. Use this to great effect.
How'd you like that?
Now then.
Roar, thunder!
All according to plan.
Right. Go on then.
Prepare yourself.
Here I go. I have a talent for making do. A pinch of this
Now then.
Rise, fierce blizzard.
Thunder all according to plan.
Heads up, boss!
Now it begins.
My prey awaits. Go on then.
What to do, what to do. These hands! Drastic treatment of order. Ah, there.
I need a plan. Calculations complete. Here I come.
Here we go. Can't let my quarry escape.
I return your wrath twofold.
Use this to great effect.
Back on my feet.
Come on, boys. Get it.
Righto! Righto! You got it, boss!
Thinking time.
Rise, fierce blizzard.
this rate. I require this.
Here I come. My spear does not err.
Let's go! Come on then!
Thinking time. Reduce them to ash.
Let's go! Huh? Sorry, but I need a wrap this one up.
My turn. Uncan Malia. I have a talent for making do. I extend a helping hand. I have a talent for making do. Time for your medicine.
I'm back!
Here I come. Know the depth of my skill.
Here we go! Come on then!
I need a play. Rise, fierce blizzard. Prepare yourself. I'm waiting.
Here I go. Drastic treatment is in order.
My turn.
My prey awaits. Yeah! Ha-ha!
Thinking. Calculations complete.
What to do, what to do. Use this to great effect.
Thank you.
I return your wrath twofold.
Rise, fierce blizzard.
Here we go! Go on then!
I need this.
Here I go.
Reduce them to ash.
Nice one, Oswald! Can't let my quarry escape!
Here I come. Choose your next move wisely.
What to do, what to do. Use this to great effect.
Heads up, boss!
This is bad! Go on then!
I need a plan. Rise, fierce blizzard. All according to plan.
You never fail to impress, Oswald. Drastic treatment is ordered.
Here I come.
Ouch! Here!
You have healing hands.
Thinking time. Calculations complete.
Here Know the depth of my skill.
What to do, what to do.
I return your wrath twofold.
I call upon the miracle of peace.
talent for making do. Do not think ill of me for this.
Come on, boys! Get 'em!
Righto! Righto! You got it, boss!
Here we go! Go on then!
Here I come. What is this? Now it begins. Nice.
Rise, fierce blizzard. All according to plan.
My turn. Poison slash.
My friend, huh? Can't let my quarry escape!
Time to say goodnight!
I return your wrath twofold.
Think. Pierce them, winds of frost.
My
Right! Thunderbirdie!
I return your wrath twofold. My turn. How's this?
And now!
Thinking time. Pierce them, winds of frost.
Well now. Poison slash.
Think. Strike them down. You're finished. Study harder.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
It's not my place to judge you for your crimes. Examine your deeds and your heart, and if you find them wanting, become a better person. Tell Rosa what happened here. Malia, are you all right?
I am now. Thanks, Castti.
Let's go home, shall we? Your mother must be worried.
I cannot thank you enough for everything you have done for us, Castti.
I need no thanks. I merely did what was right. Here, your medicine. You'll stay in bed and rest now, understood?
Mother.
Lily.
Yes, my lady.
I thank you for your loyalty to House Glenville.
Lady Rosa, don't leave us.
Greg.
Yes?
I leave our town in your hands. Yours and Malia's both. Listen to our people. Care for them. And make our home a better place.
I will. I promise. So you promise me we'll see it together.
Thank you, Greg. Castti.
Rosa. It looks like Rosa has something she wants to talk about. I should inquire and give her a chance.
Castti, do you think I'll last until my daughter's birthday?
Be strong, Rosa. You want to live to see Malia follow in your footsteps, right?
I do. But that is only what I want for her as head of my household. What I really want for my child is for her to be happy. When I admit it aloud like that, I find that I no longer care a fiddle about the succession. I just want to live long enough to celebrate her birthday one last time. Nothing more.
Rosa.
Thank you. It's thanks to your skill that I still draw breath.
No, Rosa. It's not my skill that sustained you, but your own strength.
Malia. I have a present for you. I give this to you. The brooch of joy.
You're giving me your brooch?
Happy birthday, my angel.
Thank you, Mother. I'll cherish it always. I promise you, I'll grow up to be a kind and just ruler, just like you. So don't worry about me, Mother.
Malia. When did you get so big? I'm proud of you, Malia.
Mother. Castti, do you really have to go so soon? I wanted to thank you for everything you did for my mother. I promise you, I'll continue to tend the garden. Those herbs will be used to heal all who need them.
I know you'll be a kind and just leader, Malia.
Oh, I almost forgot to ask. How is Mr. Trousseau?
Trousseau?
He was such a nice man. It'd be lovely to see him again. Oh, don't tell me you forgot all about him too.
I've never heard that name before. I wonder who he could be.
Hey, Mr. Trousseau? Yorna, she died. That makes me really, really sad.
My little sister had a good life.
If Mommy died too,
There, Malia. I'm sure your mother will be better in no time. She has me caring for her, after all.
You're right.
I have to save her. I have to save her. I won't let Malia cry. I can't. I promised Yorna. But Rosa's illness is incurable. And I've only just begun studying the healing arts. Damn it. Damn it. I'm worthless. Worthless! Huh? Who are you people?
Heirs apothecaries. We heard someone named Rosa was in need of healing. And it is our purpose to extend a helping hand to all those in need. I remember now. To extend a helping hand to all those in need. That was our creed. The driving purpose of Heirs Apothecaries. It was in this town I met that young man named Trousseau, but just who was he? It's no use. My memory is a blank. It was something important. I remember that much. But what? I won't remember anything sitting here. I need to continue my journey if I'm to have any hope of recovering what was lost to me. Sai and Winterbloom. Names discovered in my log, and gleaming waystones to guide me on my journey. Visiting those towns jogged loose forgotten memories. Memories of my life before, of when I was one of Heirs Apothecaries. And of that rain. Malaya? What are you doing here? It's been a slow process, but I've remembered some of what I'd forgotten. We knew each other once, didn't we?
Yes, we did. Like you, I was part of Heirs Apothecaries.
Why did you lie to me? Why did you pretend not to recognize me? Tell me, Malaya.
I can't answer that, Castti. The village of Helix. Ring a bell?
Helix? This memory.
I'll be waiting for you there.
Malaya? Helix. Is that where I'll find Heirs Apothecaries? What happened there? I can't remember. I need to see for myself. It's the only way to remember everything.